Blackstone Audio presents The Last 100 Days, the tumultuous and controversial story of the final days of World War II in Europe, by John Toland. Author's Note: Perhaps no other 100 days in history have had greater significance and consequences than those at the end of World War II in Europe. Within the space of 3 months, Roosevelt, Hitler and Mussolini died, as did Nazism and fascism. VE Day marked the end of one era and the beginning of another, with its fantastic hopes and terrors. I have tried to write of those portentous days as if they took place 100 years ago, and to portray Hitler, Himmler, Goering and their kind not against the background of one who lived through that period, but with the objectivity of time. The book is based on hundreds of interviews with people from 21 countries who were directly involved with the events described. Wherever possible, the participants are the basic source for what happened, and they reveal, and at times condemn, themselves with their own words. It is time for revelation, not accusation. The book is further based on several thousand primary sources, after-action reports, staff journals and monographs, a number of top-secret messages and personal documents that have, until now, been unavailable to historians. Lieutenant General Hobart Gay, Patton's Chief of Staff, for example, allowed his diary, kept at Patton's order, to be used for the first time. Finally, numerous published and unpublished books were consulted. The excerpts of dialogue in this book are not fictional. They come from transcripts, stenographic notes, and the memory of the participants. Max Beerbohm once wrote, "The past is a work of art, free of irrelevancies and loose ends." My hope has been to recreate past events after enough time had elapsed to recollect them in relative tranquillity, but not before the irrelevancies and loose ends, which are the spice of history, have disappeared. Part 1. The Great Offensive. Chapter 1. Flood Tide East. 1. On the morning of January 27th, 1945, there was an air of restrained excitement among the 10,000 Allied occupants of Stalag Luft III, air prisoner of war camp, at Saargen, only 100 air miles southeast of Berlin. In spite of the biting cold and the steady fall of snow in large flakes, prisoners huddled outside their barracks, discussing the latest report. The Russian.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?